let's move on to one of our favorite atheists, Kevin Non-Tradcath. Are Christians necessarily obligated to accept mind-body dualism due to souls? If y'all are MD dualists, how do you get around the conservation of energy problem?
Oh, okay. I can get around that easily.
For those of us who are ignorant to this particular question, how is the conservation of energy a problem, or allegedly a problem, for substance dualism?
Well, so within the universe, the law of conservation says you cannot create or destroy matter within the rule. So if you're going to, if there's the way the typical objection goes, if there's these outside souls that are controlling brains, for them to do that, they would have to sort of do it like adding a little bit of energy in here or there to sort of get the brain to move or do things. So you're constantly creating new energy if souls exist. And so, this neuroscientists like John Eccles were writing to respond to that and basically say, no, you don't have to. So I'm an idealist, so I don't even think there's a problem because I say all is mind. But there's a neuroscientist named John Eccles who wrote about this, and he said, it's not so much decided that a soul has to sort of add energy in to make decisions in the brain. This you got to think of it more in quantum, is what he's talking about, quantum forms. There's a probability wave in certain neurons, and all the soul has to do is sort of shift probability one way or the other. Mm-hmm. So it's not so much this idea that you have to sort of add energy to change. You just got to shift probability fields, which we already know happens.
Could we say, on your view, because of quantum mechanics, could we say, it could be, this might be a bit speculation, that this happens by observation?
Absolutely, that is my view.
Then that wouldn't require. Would it be true then that doesn't require energy transfer?
No, it does not. No, and to get into a little bit of quantum physics, I'll keep it simple and brief. But there is no physical equation that can describe measurement or observation. That's something that is a gap in our knowledge there, and so this is why we have the measurement problem to begin with. And people like me and physicists like Henry Stabb have argued that this implies consciousness bridges that gap.
But isn't it the case too when you say energy can be neither created or destroyed? Isn't that a law based upon observation and regularity, and you can't make it an immutable law? For all we know, there could be instances in which it could be done. So if laws are based on observation and regular patterns, then you can't move from that observation to a universal application that it's literally impossible in all cases for energy to be neither created or destroyed.
Well, didn't Jesus create a bunch of matter when he multiplied the fish, for example?
Well, he could have used.
Yeah, I guess he could have drawn matter out of the star near Kolob or whatever, where the Mormon God exists.
Well, Jesus was preaching with this hand and summoning the atoms of the fish in the sea with this hand.
Dude, that'd make a good painting right there.